Hi, this is It's16 for the Your Game channel, and this is a preview of Take On Helicopter. And this preview is actually available for everybody that has Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. So yes, that's Pakistan if you ask yourself the question, and no, that's not a map of Take On Helicopter. It's a map of Arma 2, but this community preview uses Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead to actually implement many aspects of Take On Helicopter. So here, for example, you have this little bird which is eye detailed, and this game really focuses all about the choppers, and it will offer you to do many missions in that chopper. Now these choppers are all eye detailed, so you can interact with them, and they pretty much work like the real thing. So let's get in and see what it's about. You can see that I have a different indicator on my screen, but these indicators here are all working well as well. And now you can start the engine using auto engine on, but if you want you can manipulate the HUD to start your engine. So let's start it. Start the battery, then starting the engine like that with the starter. I'll wait for it to reach a certain speed. I'll give it some fuel. Okay, starting the starter, turning off the battery, and now let's give it more fuel, and now I should be set to fly. So let's do it. And now one thing you might notice is that the chopper is actually much more sensitive than in Arma, as you might see here, and the physics of it is also much more detailed. So if you do some kind of maneuver, you might stall because your rotor will push you down, and if you fly low and you try to land, your the flow of air will push you up as you get closer to the ground. So that's all realistic stuff. And while this game doesn't focus on fighting, so you won't be blowing up many things, although there will be some military or armed choppers, that's really not the focus of it. The focus of it is really for flight sim fans, people that like choppers. And what it will allow you to do is to really very much experience the life of a chopper pilot, and you'll be able to do many missions, and it will be like an adventure but flight sim type. And the graphic will certainly be the best flight simulator graphic you'll ever saw. Might not be as eye detailed as a first-person shooter, but I think it will be very good. And actually in this preview you can customize many graphical aspects, so you can actually increase your view distance to up to 20 kilometers, and in Pakistan it can run pretty smoothly. And the reason for that is that you also have another option, which is about rendering the object as opposed to the view distance. So what that means is that you can set your view distance very far, which means you will see very far, but at the same time that won't render all the object that far. So that will keep your experience smooth and enjoyable, while giving you the experience of having a pretty far view distance. And if you ask me, having 6 kilometer view distance, that's already enough. but if you're really fanatic, I guess you can push it up to 20 kilometer. And actually, Arma was limited to Arma 2 was limited to 10 kilometer. So even in that preview, you can literally nearly see all Pakistan if you want. So that's pretty cool. Also, the wind affects your flight, so sometimes you might end up having turbulence if you don't go in the right direction, considering the wind. And I think every aspect of the chopper can be damaged. And in the full game, you probably will have to fix that in a kind of RPG way. Now in this mission, what I did is I'm supposed to go pick up some people at an airport. So that will show my awesome skill at landing. But I think in this preview the wind might be a little dangerous, because it seemed to affect too much the chopper for my taste. Much more than anything in Arma. But still, I think I'll manage. And I think the difficulty of landing in this, it really does show how hard it is to actually fly a chopper. And I think in Arma you could pretty much land pretty roughly, but in this, even if you go a little too fast, you will break your chopper. So there's no more rough landing like you could do in Arma. And I hope that they will bring those features in Arma 3 as well, because it will make the fact of flying a chopper much more rewardable, since you'll probably end up being the only one able to, since that will require some skill. And I think this engine, the Arma engine, is pretty much the best experience for chopper. I think it feels much better than any other flight simulator I experienced, even though it might not be the most realistic in terms of physics. I think Take On Helicopter bring it very close to it. Okay, I'll do auto over, stabilize my chopper. I usually don't use auto over in Arma 2, but I think in this preview I'll use it, because the chopper is really sensitive. Alright, so I need to land there and pick up those guys. Can pick up 3 of them. Of course, if you want, you can still go in outside view. Okay. Okay, landing. It was a smooth landing. Now let's pick up those PMCs. There we go. And now we can move. I'll go and drop them at a base where I started, actually. And now another thing which is very nice in Take On Helicopter is that it's the same editor as Arma, so you can create yourself all the mission you want. and that's a very neat thing. You won't have to relearn the whole thing. So if you actually know how the editor works, well, you can simply use the same principle and create yourself some awesome mission. And actually some people already did some mission for this preview version. So you can go on the Bohemia Interactive forum and get them. So it can be a lot of fun, and some people even modded the preview. So you can have some feature that might not even be in the the full take on helicopter preview, which is very neat. And also what you need to take into consideration is that since this is Arma engine, it's very likely that all the very dedicated modders from Arma, they will probably go and make some mod for the full game. So that means you may end up having a lot of fun with mods. And also about where you'll be flying. You'll be flying in Seattle and other locations. I think there will be 5 maps. And really, when you think of maps like Fallujah for Arma mods, it's clear that flying in a city is really rewarding. And flying in Seattle with all the skyscraper, that is certainly a lot of fun. And you can imagine yourself flying in the streets. So I'm pretty sure that many people, at least any people that might enjoy Flight Simulator. I know that it's not for everybody, but if you like flight simulators, this take on helicopter probably will feed your need. And really, when you look at the other flight simulators out there, in terms of chopper, there's very few of them, and this one is pretty much replacing everything that was there before and putting it to a new standard. Okay, let's slow down and land. And as you can see, that chopper is really maneuverable. So yeah, you can expect some acrobatic with that one. Alright. No, I'll go and land that compound. And as you can see, you need to take it very slowly and skillfully to land a chopper. It's really not like the rough landing you had in Arma. So that was it. I delivered my PMCs, and I hope you will give it a try, because you will see that the chopper really do feel much different than Arma. And feel free to create yourself some missions, because there's only one mission in that community preview. And make sure that you try out some of the user created missions, because I think it's worth it. So if you want more of that, tell me.